So 4 years ago, the theme parks had been shut down for just over a month. And it was a very volatile time being a travel agent, especially a travel agent that specializes in the theme parks. And don't get me wrong, I'm fully aware that there were much bigger problems and the picture was much larger than travel at that time. But in those moments, when planning travel is such a huge part of your life, it did feel like a very big deal and it was scary. Now, I had an interesting position in this because this wasn't my full-time job. It wasn't putting meals on the table, but I had been in the industry for just over a year and I had been working my tail end off for those months, building my business only to see everything come crashing down. Like essentially all the work I had done the 14 months prior was basically a wash. Like it literally came crashing down to what felt like ground zero. Now, during that time, it could feel so easy to just get in a downward slump and feel really bad about what was going on. But luckily, during that time, I had some really great mentors who said, no, we're not going to let this happen to us. Eventually, travel is going to bounce back, and we want to make sure that we're ready and prepared. So what I did during that time was just continue to work on my continuing education and training, taking as many resort tours I could online via YouTube, and just learn as much as I possibly could. And my mentors were right. Travel did eventually bounce back. It took a little bit longer than what we thought, but all of that work I had been putting in between that completely paid off. I remained consistent, posting on social media, and just really tried to make myself look busy, even though I wasn't, until I knew the time was going to come when travel and travel agents were going to be relevant again. This is the exact advice I give to new agents when they have fallen out of the honeymoon phase, usually around the 6-month mark, and they're starting to feel a little down. Your first year is your absolute hardest, and once you've gone through that honeymoon phase of everything being new and training and learning, and you're eagerly waiting for your business to grow and it's not growing as fast as you'd like, it's easy to start to feel like you're down in the dumps and things aren't going to change. But I'm here to tell you that they will. Now, I made a video actually a couple days ago on what happens when you get in these low periods, because it happens in all different phases of your career. And honestly, the most important thing is just to always remain consistent. I know it's hard, but consistency will pay off. Meaning consistently working on you, posting on social media, continuing education and training, and just working on small tasks every day to improve your business model and your client delivery. I know there's going to be a time in your career, usually around the 8-month mark, when it just feels like no matter what you're doing, you're not making any progress, but I promise you are. Just remember that no matter what, it's always mind over matter. And as long as you don't let yourself get into here, whatever it is that you dream of and want to do will 100% happen with the right attitude.